Ivy League opener. It's March. It's lacrosse season. What does that mean? Well, it's a little cold and wet out there at Stevenson-Pincince Field as the Brown Bears prepare to host the Cornell Big Red in the first game of the run to what will hopefully be an Ivy League tournament berth for both of these clubs. Working against Davi. That looked like it could have been an offensive foul, and that is shot and scored. Acabellis gets the first goal of the game and puts Cornell on top 1-0. Waiting is Clark. See if Kamara can get a juice goal here of sorts. And does! Went low and skips it through, and the Bears have tied the game at 1.
First of the season for Kamara, and that is a huge one. Obviously, the Bears don't like to see Vu go down with some sort of injury, but Kamara stepping in cold. I mean, she still had her jacket on, comes on the field and just drills this one. Going hip high, able to beat Clark.
Out ahead, here comes Atherton. She'll come back left side. Was trying to connect with Nozzolillo. Nozzolillo feeds it back. Here's the room, the shot, and the score! Mackenzie Farley and get her the ball. Her first collegiate goal makes it 2-1 Brown.
Well, there it was. Exactly what the Bears are trying to do and exactly what Cornell doesn't want Brown to do. Transitional play. Bears at the tail end of that woman up, able to get it down the field quickly. It opened up nicely for Mackenzie Farley in the first year from Temecula, California. Get her the ball, as you said, Mike. First career goal to put the Bears on top, 2-1. Yeah, shots hard to come by. Just 8 shots for each team.
Acabellis the pass and the finish. Big goal comes from Ellie Bergen, the junior from Pittsford, New York, ties the game at 2. Inside 30 for Brown. Ball, good slide by the Brown defense. That pass on the ground, and it's denied. A split save for Mackenzie Conway. Slakowski, Peterson came on the cutter. It comes back over. Batchelder, Nozzolillo, again Slakowski. Inside 10 with the extra player. In front, tic-tac-toe passing. Finds its way to Batchelder, and the first year from Weston, Massachusetts has given Brown back a 3-2 lead. Pass to Farley. She looks left. Peterson. Bears have had their 2 lead attackers. You could argue Peterson and Slakowski. Peterson slithers through and scores! Gives the Bears a 4-2 lead. Almost on cue, Mike, I was about to say. They haven't gotten much from Slakowski and Peterson, and now they do, and it's 4-2.
Well, Mike, I talked about it earlier in the broadcast about having to win your 1v1 dodging matchups. That time, Peterson going right through the 2 players in the zone and able to hit pay dirt for the 5th time this season. Huge goal for the Bears, their largest lead of the day, and just said, you know what, I'm not passing this one off. I am going through. And Cornell just unable to really close the gate that time. Yeah, the one thing for Cornell that they might have to watch out for, they've had to play a lot of defense here today, and for as aggressive as they like to play and throwing those doubles and having to sprint back and forward.
The feed, the shot, the score! Slakowski was able to get a nifty feed off, and I think it's going to be Batchelder's second goal of the game, and Brown's lead is 5-2.
Indeed, it will be Batchelder in her 7th of the season. And again, the Bears starting to attack this zone. To finish the thought I was getting in the middle of when she scored was that Cornell might start tiring out a little bit defensively, Mike, as the Bears putting a lot of pressure on them, and there is Batchelder having some fun as well. Great dodge, though, by Slakowski. She drew the slide. That left Batchelder a little bit of space and just enough to get that shot off. And she's deadly from that range. Goal number 7 on the year for the first year.
I appreciate the goal song, too. Anytime you can fire up a little Otis Day and the Knights, and I think we're going to hear a lot of that over her career at the rate she's going. And a chance to really be on a run here. Since Cornell scored to tie the game at 6:32 of the second quarter, it has been really all Brown. The feed and the finish! The hat trick for Batchelder, and the Bears lead is 6-2.
Well, I think the adjustments that Coach Dowd and her staff made at the half to how to maybe expose this zone a little bit more, certainly paying off. The Bears extremely dangerous here early in this third quarter, going on a big run, 4 straight goals now for the Bears to put their lead at 4. As Batchelder just starting to tear it up, finding that little soft spot, and Coach Grapp's going to call timeout.
4 minutes into the second half, and the Brown Bears have brought the pain. They lead this one 6-2 as they have erupted to start this second half. Faking the feed. Tough pass, dug out of traffic. In front, shot and scored! B2B! It came to Dignazio on cue, and it's 7-2.
Freshman to freshman to freshman on that. Nozzolillo to Batchelder, and Dignazio the finish. Tic-tac-toe passing, a great little underhand shovel shot there from Dignazio to finish off the play. Goal number 4 for her.
Look at the passing.
Well,
bang,
that
bang.
grab from Batchelder, and then the little underhanded scoop shot for Dignazio, and now she has given the Bears a 5-goal lead. The Bears on a 5-0 run here have taken a stranglehold on this one.
It's saved.
Well, Conway with her lucky 7 of the day, and maybe not so much luck as much skill, but Conway just continuing to be a difference maker this afternoon. Good effort there by Dignazio. Even better save, though, by Clark, getting the leg down to deny Dignazio of her 2nd goal of the day.
Good look. Shot and score! Big finish for Slikowski on a nifty feed from Tessa Batchelder, and the Bears are now up 8-2.
13th of the season for Slikowski. And you know what, for Cornell, I mean, sometimes you could only play defense so long and try to be perfect. Bears maybe got bailed out when that ball ricocheted out of play off a Cornell player, but Slikowski coming up with what could be the dagger here, puts them up by 6. And she got the inside position there on Lucy Yu. Fearless without being careless, right? That's always kind of their mantra, and you see them play like that. And you got to have a short-term memory sometimes if you're on the Bears in terms of if there's a mistake, next play up, right? And they're showing that today.
That one sneaks through. Finally getting on the board for the Big Red, it was Icabellis, her 2nd of the game. It is the first goal for Cornell since the 6.5-minute mark of the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, more than 30 minutes of game time, Mike, since the last Cornell goal. And it was a good shot there. She's able to get in deep. Icabellis, again, one of those veteran players, the senior out of Rockville Center. Just a well-placed shot that time.
Can the Big Red get another one quickly? Little spin dodge and lost the ball. Ball comes back over, still unsettled. And she's going to pick it up out of traffic, keeps it alive for Johnson, and that is a huge ground ball win.
Yeah, but, you know, it started with great defense. C.C. Korn, the junior out of New Vernon, New Jersey, as Johnson, had Slikowski, couldn't get her quick enough.
And she does get it to Farley, and Mackenzie Farley from Slikowski. Talk about a slick delivery in transition, and it's 9-3. Had a lot on it. Again, the Bears will get back to full strength of the Big Red, but another tic-tac-toe finish finds Caroline Nozzolillo. And the first year from Westwood is on the board. It's 10-3.
Well, the first year's really coming together here for the Bears this afternoon as Nozzolillo bags her 7th of the season. And able to sneak in on the inside from close range. Buries it past Clark. Take another look here. Slikowski bouncing back and forth from X, and Nozzolillo on the doorstep, just on the right side of the 8. First of the day for her, but again, it's the first years that are really coming into their own, and maybe this will be a moment that the Bears look back on this season as maybe a little bit of a turning point coming off those 2 losses down in Florida. You know, talk about the vibes being an important characteristic of a player sometimes. Well, that's personified with Mackenzie Conway.
Feet in front and a nice cut and finish for Cornell as they get on the board on a runner. And
I think it was Whaling.
I think it was Whaling.
Yeah. Lily Whaling, the sophomore out of Rye, New York.
I couldn't tell if it was the 12 or the 10. It was, in fact, the 12. Whaling.
It's her 8th of the season.
Yeah, a lot of pace as she came through. Big target.
Good cut through and beat Johnson to the spot. Dignazio on the trail. Couldn't catch up with her.
Quick reset by the Big Red. Turn, the cutter, the shot, and the score. Great ball movement again as they were able to connect with Whaling cutting through, and she has a second half hat trick.
No, it was Bergen, I think,
is that
with the
Bergen?
finish. Yeah, the 32 instead of the 12 there, and second of the day for her.
And that, my friends, I think is going to be it, as Slakowski will simply run it out to the far side, and the Brown Bears have an Ivy League victory to start the slate in the Ancient Eight with a 10-6 win over Cornell.